Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal weekend. Let's take a quick look here at ICP, see what's going on. Been a little while since I've covered this last. Do apologize for that. I'll increase the frequency circling back around to this coin, but the truth is just been a crazy busy week here with our son being born. Well, he was born like a month and a half ago, but the truth is it's been a little busier here at the household than usual, but it's been an awesome, amazing ride. So I appreciate all the cool comments and just the wonderful support from everyone here. What we're going to do is we're going to just take a quick look at some back-end liquidation data first. We want to say thank you to my phenomenal community here for some great, profit. You're welcome, rather, but also thank you too for the awesome feedback. Bitcoin, Near, and AVAX, we took some nice longs here recently in profit there, and my Premium Plus spot has just been absolutely killing it recently. So excellent stuff there. If you're familiar or not familiar, feel free to check out the trade results. They're available in our Discord, Twitter, Telegram, etc. Just so you know, that 636 passive income in the last 45 days since February 1st, and that's a $1,000 portfolio. So we're almost, I would say, within about a month's time frame, we'll basically have doubled our portfolio size in a short amount of time. So pretty awesome stuff, only using $50 per trade. So let's take a look at the liquidation data first, kind of go from there, and just recognize where we're at here. First thing too, I want to preface, this is a weekend. Folks, weekends are extremely fallible because there's low volume. And the key takeaway here, I want you to know, you may not recognize this if you didn't catch all my videos. I don't expect you to, but on my Bitcoin videos, I talk a lot about the last 9 of the last 10 weekends have been red. So they open in the green with a Friday being strong. 7 out of 10 of those have been a strong green Friday start, and they inevitably result in a Saturday night, Sunday morning dump. So just know it's all sunshine and rainbows today, but I think the bill might come due here soon, especially with Bitcoin getting close to its CME gap getting filled. It'll probably just turn right around at 86,000. Anyways, those are my thoughts. I'm not right all the time, but that's just kind of how it is. What's cool here though, and I like this kind of implies a further upside and kind of a good profit target. Close to $6 would be an appropriate consideration for a profit target, mainly because we have this extra liquidation here. People are trying to short the top. As per usual, it happens all the time. I get it on a weekend. It makes more sense right now, statistically too short, but I think we're a little earlier here. I feel like there's a little bit more of a run, and I do foresee Bitcoin hitting 85 to 86,000 with some kind of manipulative pump or dump, either before or after, depending on how it works. Suffice to say, we can see here that we're kind of in the middle of the range, or majority of the local liquidation has been swept. Macro liquidation. Locals over here, but we're in a position right now where I think further upside makes sense. However, you got to recognize this liquidation delta has been very high for a while now. The longer it stays and sustains, the more likely we are to face turnaround too. So you don't necessarily want to short into an overextended liquidation delta. This implies that there's a lot of people, way more people taking longs than shorts, which basically means you're going to be going against the grain if you try to short right now. The best thing to do is to wait for a key level resistance to occur, consider shorting there after an overextended state, which we're seeing some overextension occur right now. Taking a look here at open interest, we can see a massive purchase area at about 550. Keep in mind, folks, this kind of volume, $1 billion worth of volume, that's really not something that, that's $1 million worth of volume. That's not something that you and I are able to achieve. In most cases, it's not. The truth is, this is a whale buying a massive amount at 550, so that reinforces support at 550. So if you're considering a short at $6 or securing profits at 6, the next buy-in or sell target would be 550, roughly. Okay, that's generally how I try to structure my trades based on those kind of things. And we can kind of see here too some confluence here, the local high right there, 555-ish, right in that range, 553. And that will likely be the new bottom if we end up coming back down to retest. These are areas I like to get into or get in if they're ever revisited. So I really hope we can see a Bitcoin dump over the weekend, or just say later tonight or tomorrow, Bitcoin pulls back by 1 or 2,000. ICP retraces to 550. Solid consideration for a long. Just again, I haven't looked at the entire chart just yet, but that seems like a very enticing location based on how many times we test that high before we broke it. So daily time frame, we want to look at this here and recognize we're still in bear town for the most part. People seem to think that one nice green day, they have amnesia and forget all about how terrible the market is. It's still terrible, folks. We've had 1 or 2 really nice little green days. Okay, so try not to get too excited. I don't want to try to be, a downer here. I'm not Debbie Downer, but I want to just be realistic with you that yes, we have a convergence. Yes, we see a lot of coins starting to take off and continue their trend upwards. But the macro trend is still very bad, and there's no other way around it. We're not in a position right now, being under the 20 or the 50-day SMA, to take a long with like the utmost confidence. I'm not going to take a long to $7 or $8 right now. It doesn't make any sense. When there's a bunch of resistance below that level, okay? So be realistic with your profit targets. Don't be one of those moon boys that just takes everything to the stratosphere and, brags about it online that you posted a 50x leverage trade that's $1,000 in profit when you haven't even closed the trade yet and you got lucky, okay? Anyways, just some funny stuff there. I like to kind of highlight that because I got a lot of newer traders coming over to my community. I like to make sure that people don't get absolutely destroyed in this market. And the only way to do that is to not take a lot of high leverage trades. It's simple as that, really. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about the 4-hour time frame here. We want to double check a few things. We're above the 50 and the 20-day SMA. That's phenomenal. We love to see that. We got a good momentum here as well. If we look at our TD sequential, we can see that we are a bit on the overextended side. Okay, so it does make sense that once we hit that upward liquidation at $6, we're going to probably see a price pullback. So my speculation is going to look a little something like this, where the price action effectively pulls back after hitting that point of control, that local range. So as you can see here, we've seen some local bottoms at about $6 even, up to $6.05. So this is kind of that resistance range I foresee seeing some slowing down if we get there, okay? Keep that in mind. This does require Bitcoin to hit 85, 86,000, or at the very least go sideways without pulling back. When Bitcoin pulls back, coins like these do have a tendency of retracing. We are over 50 on the RSI, not overextended yet, in this regard. And then we can also see this brief period of consolidation too. So even though it does appear to be overextended, we had about 16, 12 hours, somewhere in that range of sideways price action before the price legged up. That's commonly referred to as a bullish rectangle. And generally speaking, those are bullish for a reason, and they break out to the upside, okay? So that's just kind of some food for thought there. That's kind of what I like to look for when I take trades. Solana had the same exact pattern here recently, as a matter of fact. Hourly time frame, Ichimoku, confirming every confirming factor here, letting us know further upside makes sense. So my speculation is we're going to see closer to $6 this weekend from this coin, likely to pull back concurrent with Bitcoin if that were to pull back too. There's a lot of caveats here, of course, folks, but for the most part, the best trade right now, I wouldn't say is no trade. It's just that you want to adjust your stop loss higher if you're in profit, because there's no doubt that if the price does pull back, it'll pull back pretty hard, just based on the statistical reality of the last 9 out of 10 weekends, and majority of those started off with strong Fridays, which we've seen here so far. So that's just kind of the reality for you. However you want to interpret that and or utilize this to your advantage is up to you. But that's kind of the general recommendation and or knowledge here for you. So I'll have a playout chart updated here. It's going to be available for you if you're watching this video on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. It's all available here if you're not familiar. Obviously, our results are there and additional content too, but feel free to reference that. And if you do want to become a part of my community, cryptocash.tech is a site, link down below. Don't hesitate to reach out and if you have any questions, of course. I'm really just here to help make sure we get you on the right track. We got a phenomenal community. Be sure to take advantage of our trade alerts. If you're part of my community, I kind of give you insight on coins I'm planning to take trades with. For example, Bitcoin, Near Protocol. Those are all alerts that I sent that ended up in trade benefits here, effectively by trade profit. We took profits on Near, AVAX, and Bitcoin here recently. So again, a fun little cool thing to be able to have, just awesome people working with you in the same common goal of being profitable in the market. So fun stuff. Check it out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.